Hi guys, so I wanted to talk about slip stitch and slip basting and what that looks like. So here I've got a sample of our slip stitch. Very small bites on the front side for a really nice clean hem on the back side. So the difference between slip stitch and slip basting really is just kind of the end goal. So when I'm slip stitch, you can see that they're really close together because I really want my hem to stay in place. I do not want my bottom of my pants to fall apart while I'm walking. I hope you guys don't want that either. Slip basting really is just to hold something in place temporarily. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and secure my knot underneath the fold here. And this is great for if you're matching up patterns. So I've done like a little makeshift chevron on here so you guys can see. I'm going to start by pinning this in place because obviously if you're matching up patterns, you don't want them to not match anymore. So this is really the same thing as the mechanics of our traditional slip stitch. And I'm gonna kind of demonstrate here. So now we've secured it in the fold. I'm gonna go ahead, and the first one is always the hardest one because that's the one where you're getting started. So I've got it secured in the fold here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of the front. So this is separate and I'm gonna match that up. I'm gonna take a bite of my fashion of my right side. And notice I've got a bite. So these are two separate things. I've taken it really close together. So I've got a bite and I'm going to pull it through. And then I'm going to go into the fold. So I don't know if you can see there. I'm going to go in the fold. And since I'm basting, I'm going to make the distance pretty far away. But that's the mechanic. So I'm going to go and I'm going to poke back out over here. Uh-oh, I caught it on the corner. And now I'm back out. So now that I've started, it's pretty easy. So I'm going to take a bite, and then I'm going to go back into the fold. And I'm going to go kind of far away because, again, this is just basting. And, oops, I'm going to see if I can pull this out. But on the back side, I've got this really nice and neat, clean finish here. And on the front side, I've just got some small bites being taken out. So let's keep going. Let me make sure you guys can still see what I got going on. Let me see. Yeah. So I'm going to go take a small bite on the right side of my fabric. And I'm going to go back into that fold there. Oops. Lost it. And back into the fold. I'm going to come back out. Now that I'm in a groove, I'm going to just poke it through. Grab my bite. And I'm ready to keep going. Make sure you keep your tension right. I've got my bite. Now I'm ready to go back into the fold here. So I'm going to go, and then I want you guys to be able to see this. So I'm going to go, and when I poke this through, I'm going to poke it through. I'm just going to go ahead and already get my bite. And now, all I have to worry about this time, outside of my thread tangling up, is just going back into the fold. So I'm going to go back into the fold. And now I'm going to go ahead, grab my bite, and this is what it looks like on the back side. So I'm grabbing my bite. See, I haven't brought it back in. I want it really short, so I'm going to get just a tiny little bite there. And I'm ready. Oops. Done. Now I just have to go back into the fold there. So there's the fold. gonna try to get it really tiny. It's gonna be nice and graceful. And again, this is basting, so I'm gonna go a large distance away. So out of there, grab my bite, and we're looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna go back into the fold. And continue on until your pattern is held in place. Got my bite. All right. So now I've grabbed all my bites. I'm at the end. Really nice. I got my fabric back on my back side. I'm going to take a nice small bite on the fold here so I can tie off my knot. So I'm going to grab a small bite there. I'm going to set this down so you guys can see it. And I'm ready to take my bite. Well, go through my loop so I can tie off my knot. And there's one nice little knot. Let's tie one more. So I'm going to take a small bite from this little fold here. And I'm going to stick my needle through the loop. And now I've got a little knot. All right, and you have successfully slip basted your fabric. Don't forget to cut your needle off in your thread so that way you do not poke your clients. But there's your slip basting. There's what it looks like from the back. Here's what it looks like from the front. And you're ready to go.